Found you. Anyone else in there with you?
All irregularities will be handled by the forces controlling each dimension. Transuranic heavy elements may not be used where there is life. Medium atomic weights are available. Gold, lead, copper, jet, diamond, radium, sapphire, silver, and steel. Sapphire and steel have been assigned.
Annabelle? Annabelle?
Howard!
What on earth are you doing?
Oh!
What the devil's going on? Oh, my God.
Oh, come along, Veronica. You're spoiling it all. We weren't going to play murders till after dinner. She's not playing, is she, Arthur?
No. No, she's not playing. The girl's dead.
Did it kill Veronica? Or did someone in this house do it?
It could be one and the same.
Who would have done such a thing?
Almost anyone. Almost anyone in this house, Emma.
Poor, poor, lovely girl.
Felix, ring for the police, will you? Gretel, get somebody to cover the body.
That storm's come out of nowhere.
There's somebody missing.
No, I don't think so.
Tony Purnell. Someone should tell him.
Maybe he already knows.
Everyone is going to have to remember just exactly where they were and what they were doing.
When?
Within the last...
10 minutes?
Yes. Within the last 10 minutes.
I can't even remember what happened yesterday. I can't even remember coming here. But
Get on with it, man.
The knife, sir.
What about it?
It's one of ours, one of our carving knives. I laid it in the dining room earlier this evening, sir.
That would make it accessible to anyone.
Cover the poor girl.
And then there were 9.
What's she babbling on about?
Arthur, did you know that there were 10 of us here when we started?
Well, I didn't really check.
You, me, Emma, and...
Quick, what's my name?
Miles.
Miles.
Thank you. Howard, Virginia, Annabelle, and Felix.
Yes?
Veronica blame me,
That's 9.
and Tony Purnell makes 10.
Wherever he is.
Did you get the police, Felix?
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
The telephone's dead.
Telephone dead?
Oh, now that's significant.
Why is it significant?
A dead telephone? Because it means this house is cut off from the rest of the country. It's all part of the device.
This is not a damn story. This is real.
Is it?
Anyway, we're not cut off. Storm has affected the telephone, that's all. Felix! Bit good chap, will you? Get into your car, nip down to the village and see...
Hello, my dear chap, but I haven't got a car.
Oh, we can arrange that.
Annabelle and I
Gretel.
motored down with
Now,
McGee's.
don't worry. All I want you to do is
My
find
dear
the
fellow, I
constable
would go
in the
with pleasure,
local
but I didn't bring a car.
Gretel will take you.
Mr. Harborough, sir?
And now the rest of us had better start looking for Purnell.
Howard, I'm going upstairs.
The door's locked. It's impossible, sir.
icy cold.
It won't open, sir.
Don't be so stupid, Gribble. Of course it'll open. You're right. It won't. The window. Howard, smash the window.
It has completely isolated this house.
There's no way out?
No conventional way out, no.
Which one of them, Sapphire? Which one of them killed her? Which one of them does it control?
Maybe it's one and the same.
Hello? Hello, operator? Hello? Oh, it's you. Look, the phone's dead.
It is a time change, most likely. And there is a logical reason for using this house. It says here that it's on a ley line. The line runs right across this part of the country and directly through this building.
It's a perfect place for turning the clock back.
And it's using the summer solstice, the perfect time. Have you any idea who it's using?
Nothing definite. I need to get closer to make contact.
Well, then make contact.
Steele, I need something tangible, something concrete.
Tony Purnell's champagne glass. It's his last physical contact since the girl's death. No one has touched it since he put it down. You can start there.
Anthony Purnell, son of a merchant banker. Fast cars, expensive clothes, money, women. It's that barrier again, Steele.
Break through it.
Tony Purnell. He was here only a few days ago. June the 18th.
This year? Who did he come to see? Mulreen?
No, he was in London. Purnell came to see someone else in this house. Mulreen's secretary.
Purnell came to see?
Anne Shaw. In Mulreen's office, here, behind that green door. They're kissing. No, she's angry with him. She knows about Veronica Blamey. She's jealous. He tells her not to worry. He says Veronica will not be a threat. He says he can easily get rid of her. Purnell.
Where?
I don't know, somewhere in the house. A gunshot, I think.
When?
Soon.
What on earth?
Sir?
What is it, Greville?
There's no sign of Mr. Purnell at the back of the house, sir.
No sign at all.
None of the servants has seen him. But that can't be possible.
I mean, the man just can't disappear in thin air, can he?
Found her appetites, darling, and he's trying to grow up.
Did you find anything?
Nothing. His room's a shambles. He's not there. I can't find him anywhere.
Oh, he can't get out.
That's right. No one can get out.
Now look here. I want to know what the devil's going on. For starters, I want to know who you two are.
I beg your pardon.
We were invited. We're not gate crashers.
I'm not answering the question.
Yes, who are you? I don't remember.
I doubt if any of you can remember very much.
What are you talking about?
A tear in the fabric of time. I read somewhere that the inability to remember is one of the symptoms.
I'm awfully sorry, but you're not making any sense at all.
I can remember perfectly.
Can you, sir?
Yes.
Where were you, Lord Mulreen, 3 days ago on June the 18th?
Here?
No.
Well, I must have been in London then.
Correct.
And what were you doing in London?
What I always do. Business.
Go on.
In the afternoon, I went to my club, the Denver, for lunch, and in the evening, I went to the theatre, the Knightsbridge Tivoli.
Impossible.
Are you calling me a liar?
With all respect, sir, it is impossible for you to have done either of those things 3 days ago.
The Knightsbridge Tivoli closed its doors for the last time in 1934. And the Denver was, I believe, blitzed in 1941.
You see?
It's some sort of conjuring trick.
Is it? Where were you yesterday, Mr. Harborough? Where did you have lunch today, Mrs. Harborough? What is the registration number of your car, Mr. McGee? Can't remember. No? Well, what kind of a car is it? What make, Mr. McGee?
Well, it's a... Oh, no.
Oh, yes. By now, I would venture to say that none of us can remember arriving at this house tonight, nor why we came.
Come and sit down, Miles.
Thank you. Now, it is impossible to know what is happening outside this house, assuming that there is an outside to the house. The clock is moving backwards. For the moment, there is no past and no future.
There was a murder, I remember that.
Was there?
Well, of course there was. I found the body. Don't be so stupid.
Then let us refresh our memories. If Greville would be kind enough...
Of course, sir.
...to remove the sheet from the body.
Oh, no, please.
Now, look here, that's obscene.
Sir?
Yes, go ahead. Changing bodies, disappearing. There's no logic to it, and that's what I don't like.
Well, you cannot
The girl
rely on-
was murdered. There was a knife sticking out of her back, and she couldn't have put it there. And now she's gone and Tony Purnell's disappeared.
There is a logic to it somewhere.
Rubbish.
If we can find it.
Listen, my memory's gone completely. I can't think where I had lunch today. I simply can't remember.
I can't even remember my own car.
There's no logic and no sense to it.
No. There is a sense to it. You see, Lord Mulreen provided the setting. A party, a celebration back in 1930. Everything authentic. And set in a house that sits astride an ancient ley line.
Miles, what exactly is a ley line?
It's a line of increased magnetic activity on the Earth's surface.
I believe birds navigate by them.
And then there's the date, the summer solstice. No, it's all very significant. June the 21st, 1930.
That's today.
Yes, today, but 50 years ago. What was he doing? And what was he working on?
Why didn't you ask him yourself? He's here.
You can't interrupt him while he's in his laboratory.
This is absurd.
No, you can't disturb him. Felix, no. Don't you dare go in there.
You can't get in anyway.
Tony Purnell may be in there. Nobody's looked, have they?
We're talking about George McD, about his work.
George never talks about his work. At least not until the project he's working on is finished.
Well, you must have some idea.
Yes, it's a medicine of some sort, I think.
Medicine?
Yes, he's in there messing about with genetics. You know, biology and all that stuff. Have you ever heard of these? They're ludicrous.
Genetic engineering.
Serum biology.
Yes.
Anyway, someone at the ministry has swallowed the idea, evidently. It's all very secret.
A medicine for which disease?
To hear him talk, all of them. He'd nattering on about giving it to the whole population. George.
What was he doing, Sapphire? What was he working on?
He has almost succeeded. He's very close. He's broken the genetic code. He's replacing... No, he's manipulating the genetic characteristics of a virus. It will save thousands of lives. One more day, Steele. One more day, and he will succeed.
To save lives? Then why should it keep him alive?
Because he's careless, Steele. He will cause the extinction of life on this planet by his carelessness.
So on June the 21st, 1930, this planet faces extinction, unless...
On June the 22nd, George McD dies.
No! What are you saying? That's tomorrow.
How'd you know my grandfather dies tomorrow?
Because he has to.
If you're so clever, Mr. Cavendish, at what time?
Arthur, we've got a little bit of a problem.
Oh, God, a little bit of a problem, says Emma.
It's about dinner. Greville's getting quite anxious.
Dinner? Who the devil can think about dinner, Emma?
Well, somebody has to. We've got jugged hare and all sorts of lovely other things. The kitchen staff went to a great deal of trouble. Is nobody hungry?
Mr. Purnell, sir, they've been looking for you.
Yes, I know.
You all right, sir?
No, I'm not. Someone or something tried to kill me.
I'll tell Lord Malrine, sir.
No! Tell Cavendish. Tell him I'm in here. Tell him I must speak to him.
Yes, sir.
No one else, Greville. No one else.
Just as you say, sir. Why don't you sit down, sir?
What is so significant about 1930? What happened in this house 50 years ago?
If we find out who it is, then we'll know. Well, let's try George McD again. He must have had this in his hands at some time or other.
You're asking for a manifestation?
Yes, published in
Well, it's too
1922.
difficult. It's a very long time ago and it's too dangerous.
Give it a try.
Yes, he was in this room sometime during that day. But I can't tell when.
Sapphire.
Mr. McD? Yes? What do you want?
To talk.
Oh, I've no time for that. I've work to do. Who are you, anyway? One of Arthur's flapper set?
Not exactly.
All right, well, you'd better get back out there. I'm sure Emma's about to organize one of those daft party games of hers. Sardines, I shouldn't wonder.
Well, we've already played that.
Aye, well, I've no time for idle chatter, young man.
What do you know of dioxyribonucleic acid, Mr. McD?
What?
The transference of coded genetic material, cloning bacteria, encouraging them to produce your vaccine.
How do you know about that? Has Arthur been blethering again?
Do you know the danger involved?
There is no danger. No, the only real danger is to the millions who may die without my vaccine.
Such laboratory procedures must be carefully controlled.
They are carefully controlled.
Bacteria can escape from the laboratory.
It couldn't happen.
You cannot be certain.
Oh, even if it did, they'd be killed off. They could never withstand the change in temperature, for one thing.
But is it not possible for a strain of bacteria not only to withstand the change in temperature, but also to become immune, and therefore highly lethal?
Are you a scientist?
I can tell you what will happen if you don't call a halt to your work right now.
Who put you up to this? Are you one of Alec Fleming's lot?
Others will come later. They will find a means to control and use genetic engineering.
I sincerely hope
You
so.
don't have the facilities yet.
I've lost him.
Of course I have the facilities.
I've lost him.
I've been working on this theorem for 6 years. How dare you?
Mr. Cavendish. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Madam, did I disturb you?
Yes, I'm afraid you did, Greville.
It's Mr. Purnell, sir.
You found him?
He's in the dining room, sir. He didn't really appear to be lost. Somewhat dishevelled, though. He said that he wanted to see you, sir.
Don't go.
Of course, Greville.
Nobody else.
Certainly.
Mr. Purnell led me to believe that it was rather urgent, sir.
Don't go, Steele. Don't go in there.
What is it?
Listen.
You told me.
You forgot.
That was a gunshot, sir.
Yes, it was.
From inside the dining room.
Don't be silly. Nobody takes guns into dining rooms.
Emma, stop your prattling.
It might be Tony in there.
Where are the others, Howard and Felix?
Felix went upstairs to get some cigarettes.
And I thought Howard was in the library.
No, he isn't.
Well, for God's sake, let's get in there.
And then there were 8.
Suicide.
The gun is well out of his reach.
He killed the girl and shot himself, stands to reason.
There's no reason for any of this.
Oh, yes, there's a reason for all of it. The time change, the murders, the barrier around this house.
It's just very difficult for Miles to pinpoint.
If you don't pinpoint it quickly, there won't be any of us left to care. Care.